Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another One Piece card game booster pack unboxing. This is for set number 6, Wings of the Captain. Right on the cover here, of course, we have Zoro and Sanji. Will go great combination with the brand new deck, which is deck number 14, I believe, which is Zoro and Sanji. Which I also have a video for that. You can double check out. Try and remember to throw it in the links. So if you're familiar with how I do these, or if you're not, we'll just re-go over that. I open up, I only got 20 packs this time, so not a full set. But I open up about half of them in the first video, because I read through every card, talk about the effects and characters and stuff of what I know. Usually these tend to be for the later series, so I don't know all the characters as well, but I still love to talk about them. And I jump over and I do like the majority in the second video, where I just flip through all the cards I went through in the first one, which is usually most of the commons and uncommons. So we're usually just trying to get to the rares by the second one. Alright, so we have in this pack, we have, let me zoom up a little bit there, we have, let's say, 126 plus 1 types in total. So 46 commons, 30 uncommons, 26 rares, 10 super rares, 2 secret rares, 6 leaders, 6 specials, 1 treasure rare, and 1 Don card. So, up through the secret rares and the leaders have been pretty much standard. In every booster box, you usually, which is 24 packs, roughly-ish, usually get about 1 secret rare and 1 alt rare. And an alt rare is usually most of the super rares or the secret rares. So you usually get 1 of each. Sometimes I've gotten an alt art secret rare, which is always really fun to get, because that means it's probably the only one I'm getting. And then you usually get 1 Don card. They didn't announce it in the first series, in the first bunch of packs, and I think it wasn't until the fourth set. So they finally started putting it on the packs. But it's just a special artwork version of a Don card to me, which is really awesome to get, because you can make a deck of Don cards that actually have artwork on them instead of just the symbols, which is cool. So the new thing they have in here is the 1 treasure rare, which I am not 100% sure what that is. I thought I read somewhere online, someone said it was a special version of a Nami card, but I'm not 1,000% sure what that is. And the 6 specials I think those are kind of like extra special alt rares. So instead of it just being like the regular version of the card, they started doing these in the last couple of sets as well. Instead of just being like, here's the card with like a different, more dramatic art style or this, they're actually like a completely different frames. We had one that was, I think in the last set it was like bounty posters. So that was kind of cool as well. Yeah, so we're going to hop in and see what we get in here. If the starter deck is any indication, we might be getting stuff from potentially both of these characters' pasts. So some East Blue cards, of course. We had, I can't remember her name. The girl from Zoro's past was from Frostmoon Village. I don't remember what village she was from, but I don't remember her name. But we had like that. We had, plus when he was in Muggy Village with Dracula Millhawk, training during the time skip, and then we also had Ivanako, who trained Sanji during the time skip, plus we had like Zeph and some of the pirates. So we'll see if we're getting more of that stuff or if we're getting other things related to them. But let's just go ahead and hop right into this and see what we got. Okay, so here right off the bat, we're getting some of the Vinsmoke clan, who are, I'm going to turn my camera a bit, sorry. So Sanji's name is Vinsmoke Sanji. So this is part of his family. I don't know what Germa 66 exactly is. Let me see, it has a little eyebrow there. And we've had like 2 versions of Vinsmoke Sanji before, in previous sets. So we'll see what else we get with this. So he has active main, Why is my camera at a weird angle? Or maybe it's just me. It says Don -1. Return number of special Don cards to your deck. You may trash this character. If your leader has the Germa 66 type, play up to 1 Vinsmoke HG with a cost of 7 from your hand or trash. Interesting. So you're going to be able to summon a different one. So purple looks like it's probably going to be the Vinsmoke family. We'll see what else we get. So in red, we're going to have stuff from the films. From Otsumer Island, Lily Carnation. Looks very interesting. So active main. You may trash one of your characters of 6,000 power or more, play up to 1 film type character card with 2,000 to 5,000 power from your trash rested. Awesome. So we don't know for sure what all these are going to be. We have Tokikake from the Navy. Don 1. If you have 4 or less cards in your hand, this character cannot be KO'd in battle. Interesting. The Navy's generally been black. But I think it kind of breached out into blue a little bit. So, interesting. We have a different film, one in purple from Crown Island. Who's Count Battler. Don -1. Rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters at a cost of 2 or less. It says -1. Let's say what purple is going to like to do. You return your Dons back to your deck. To activate these effects. In black, we have Lola from the Thriller Bark Pirates. Cool, so you get some Thriller Bark in there. Common, very basic card, but we always need more of them. Then we also have Genbo from Sky Island and Shadian Warriors. Nice. So we had a bunch of the Sky Warriors. I believe it was the last set. So we're going to get a few more that probably got missed. Which is cool. Just finish off some more of these. Especially having them back-to-back sets works really nice. We have our first event. I will never doubt a woman's tears. Dressrosa Straw Hat Cruise. This is a Sanji card. Main, up to 1 of your leaders or characters gains 1,000 power during this turn. Then reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. Put up to 1 character card with a cost of 2. Place the rest at the top or bottom of your deck. It's always weird to me that reveal 1 card, then play 1 card if it's that card, then put the rest. Because there has to be something, some ability or some way to like up that reveal to be more than 1 card. Otherwise, it's kind of like, it's just a weird way to word that. And I'm sure it's just because that way it's consistent amongst all cards. But it's still kind of odd. Alright, then our last comment is we get a Zoro card. Nothing at all. Straw Crew, this is Thriller Bark. You may add 1 card from the top of your life to your cards to your hand. Your character that costs us 7 or less cannot be KO'd during this turn. Nice. This is the second card effect we have about preventing from being KO'd. Our first uncommon is Sakazuki from the Navy. So place up to 1 character that costs 2 or less at the bottom of its owner's deck. Nice. And then we have Shiki, film from the Golden Lion Pirates. Was blocker and on play. If you have 8 or more Don cards in your field, draw 1 card and trash 1 card from your hand. Nice. Alright, now our rare cards we're going to get. Hey, look, that actually worked out super well for that. We have Vinsmoke Ichiji on play. The number of Don cards on your field is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's field. Give up to 1 of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power. This character gains Rush. Oh, so that's kind of neat. So we have all these purple cards that let you return Don cards back to your hand or back to the deck. And then you have characters that just gain bonuses from that for having less cards. That's pretty cool. And our other rare is You Ain't Even Worth Killing Time. Another Zoro card. Main, choose one. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters to the cost of 6 or less, or tap one of your opponent's rested characters to the cost of 6 or less. That's pretty cool. Yeah, neat. So, interesting though, to just look at this also. So we got the Zoro cards, we got the 2 of them. One's black, and one's in green. And then the Sanji card is we have one that's in blue, but then like the rest of his family's in purple. So it'd be interesting to see if we get characters like that. So in the starter deck, they share one card. Sanji and Zoro share a leader card that is blue and purple. So you can see we have the cards that will kind of work with them. But then I wonder if we're going to get alternate versions of them in black and purple. But we'll have to definitely see what happens. Alright, next pack we have Raizo from the End of Lingo and the Akazaya 9. When attacking, you may trash one card from your hand, rest up to one of your opponent's Don cards. Oh, that's a fun looking card. Cerberus from Thriller Bark Pirates. Just has blocker on him. Some nice, neat artwork there. Tengu Yama Hikasu, Land of Whale and the Kozuki clan. Trigger damp to one of your Land of Whale type leaders or characters gains 2,000 power during this turn. Oh, nice. Here we got for our reg, where our other reg was just filmed so far, but we got Inazuma from the Revolutionary Army. This character has 7,000 power more. It gains Banish. When this card deals damage to a target, it's trashed without activating its trigger. I don't know if we've seen Banish before, but that's cool. It gives you reason to pump up your characters. Ooh, this is fun. In the East Blue, we get Zeph, but this is young Zeph. Your turn, when an opponent activates blocker or an event, if your leader has the East Blue type, you may trash 4 cards from the top of your deck. That's cool. That's awesome. Rocky, or Reikai, Sky Island, and Shanagayan Warrior. If you have a Shanagayan Warrior type character other than Reikai, this character gains blocker. Our last common is Hammond. Fishman, new Fishman Pirates. Cool, I don't think we've seen any new Fishman Pirates yet. It just has blocker in it, so that's pretty cool. Alright, our first uncommon is Daruma. It's another Fishman Pirate. When attacking once per turn, if your leader has the new Fishman Pirate type, set this character as active. This character gains 1,000 power during this turn, then add 1 card from the top of your life to your hand. Alright, so in green, we're going to look for a Fishman Pirate leader. And in blue, we're going to have an East Blue Pirate. But whether that's going to be Zoro or it's going to be Sanji, because Sanji was in blue for that color, or if it will be a third different colored character, or different person, not colored, I guess. We'll see. De Janeiro, Land of Wano, and the Akazai 9. If your opponent has 3 or less life, this character cannot be KO'd by effects. So, yeah, we're getting more of those interesting card types. Yeah, so yellow, so far it's basically between the Shenandoah Warriors or the Land of Wano. Purple's probably one of the Vinsmoke family, at least one of the 2. At least one, because we only got 6 leaders, so there's probably 1 for each color. Black, we only got 1 card in black, and blue is going to be a Navy captain, but we're not for sure who. It'd be fun to see who we get. Alright, so our last uncommon is Ama no Murakumo Sword. Main, place one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less, and one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck in any order. Nice, so he just uses Light Sword. Our first rare is going to be Monkey D. Luffy, Film and Straw Hat Crew. On play, look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 film card type and add it to your hand. Then place the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. And then our other one is we got a super rare. Definitely a pretty super rare. Look at that foil on there. I love that it just goes like her hair. And the rest of her stays at. So we got Kozuzuki Hiyori from the Lanolino and the Kazorki clan. You may add one card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. Add to one card from the top or bottom of your hand to the top or bottom of your life. Oh, that's nice. So basically, it's where you can swap around your life cards. That's definitely not a bad effect either. Awesome. Got a super rare already. Alright, pack number 3. Caroline from the Thriller Bark Pirates. These guys are all very creepy hybrids. On playing on KO, trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. Kawadamatsu, Fishman, Lang of Wingo, and the Akaza 9. When attacking, they trash 2 cards from your hand, add to one of your characters with 0 power to the top or bottom of the owner's life card face up. Interesting. So you can refill your life cards. That's pretty cool. We have Dasparade Film, former Navy, and the Dasparade Pirates. Cool. Haven't seen any of those yet, so we'll see if we get more. We have Zeo, another new Fishman. When attacking, if your leader has a new Fishman Pirates type, select one of your Don cards as active. This character gains 1,000 power during this turn. Add one card from the top of your life to your hand. Meteor Strike of Love. Film and Straw Hat Pirates. Counter. Main encounter. Add one card from the top of your life to your hand. Up to one of your leaders or characters gets 3,000 power during this turn. Kigoro of the Winged Thriller Bark Pirate. And on KO, up to one of your leader cards gains 1,000 power this turn. I like these on KO effects, they're pretty cool too. Alright, our first duplicate is a Dengbo. Our first uncommon is Vingsmoke Sora. On play, trash 1 card from your hand. If the number of Don cards in the field is equal to or less than the number of your opponents, add to one of the Vingsmoke family type character card with 4,000 or power or less from your trash to your hand. Cool. So I think they kind of sacrifice each other, like even on their sacrifice one to play her, but then now you can pick up a different one from the hand. You can kind of recycle these cards. In the Kingdom of Germa. So with Germa 66, and I have the Kingdom of Germa. Cool. We have Billion Fold World Tri Chilicosum. I believe this is a Zoro attack. You know, you can't see them on there. One of your characters or leaders gains 2,000 power during this battle. And if you have 8 or more rested cards, it gains an additional 2,000 during this battle. Well, that's pretty fun. Our last uncommon is Victoria Singri. It's like a Frankenstein, so it's kind of sewed up. On play, if your leader has Thriller Bark Pirate type, trash 5 cards from the top of your deck. So we'll get a Thriller Bark leader in this set. Hopefully we get some of these leaders soon. Alright, our first rare, Vingsmoke Yanji. If the number of Don cards in your field is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's side, this character gains 1,000 power, and he has blocker. And then we have a super rare. Yeah, it's definitely some cool foil effects. Vingsmoke Judge. Don -1. You may trash 2 cards from your hand. Play up to 4 Germa 66 type characters with different names and 4,000 power or less from your trash. Oh, that's not bad at all, right? And then once per turn, rest up to one of your opponent's Don cards. So he gets to basically summon the family. That's pretty cool. Alright, next pack. We have Wakasumi, Fishman, and Flying Pirates. That is a character type. That's all I can say for that. Vingsmoke Renju. Activate Don. Activate Don -1. You may trash this character if your leader has Derma 66. Play up to 1 Vingsmoke Renju with a cost of 4 or less from your trash or hand. So I think there's these effects is because they the Vingsmoke family, if I'm understanding correctly, because I haven't read the manga with this, is they basically have super suits. So I think that's, you know, like these last two we looked at is when they're in their super suits. So I think they have other cards like this where they get like resummon their super suit version, essentially. In the Navy, we have Sengoku, 7,000 power, just stepping right up there. Baron Omakasuri from Omakasuri Island. Play up to 1 Lily Carnation from your hand. Cool. We got one of hers, so that's kind of nice. In green, we have Shark Arrows for the new Fishman Pirates. Pay up to 2 of your opponent's rescued characters at a cost of 3 or less. We have Ratchet from Film and Mecha Island. On your opponent's turn, you may trash any number of film-type cards from your hand. Your leader or one of your characters gets 1,000 power for each card trashed. Ooh, yes, we did a new stage, the Kingdom of Germa. I love stages. Activate main, you may trash 1 card from your hand and rush the stage. Look at it. 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal 1 with the type Germa. Add it to your hand, then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So it's cool there, because that will work for both the Germa 66 cards and the Kingdom of Germa cards. So that's kind of cool. Our first uncommon here is Hawazua, another fishman. Like a squig. Maybe. Rest up to only your opponent's character. The cost of 4 or less, this character gains 1,000 power during the turn. Then add 1 card to the top of your life. Then we have Hikokiri Kamazo, Supernovas, Kid Pirates, and Smile. Once during your turn, when a Don card of your field is returned to your Don deck, take up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. So lots of neat stuff where we're bouncing characters back. We have protection cards. We have stuff that's targeting lower level characters. It's kind of fun. Our first leader we got is Uta, who's red and purple. You may trash a film type card from your hand up to 1 of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during this turn. Then add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and rest it. So I believe we had another film deck. I want to say Shanks was the leader in that one. I might be wrong. But it was one of the starter decks. And it was also, I think it was purple. So that's kind of neat, because now you can use cards from this one that has film with reds. We had that one, I think it had purple, so you can combine them. Otherwise, you had the other starter deck, which I think she was just green. So we're getting film in a bunch of different colors, which is kind of cool. Gives us some options. Our first rare, that's a neat foil. Letters lit up. Gravity Blade Raging Tiger from the Navy. Place up to 2 characters with a cost of 6 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck in any order. Place up to 1 character with a cost of 5 or less at the bottom of the deck in any order. Cool. And our other rare is another Vingsmoke, Niji. On play, if the number of Don cards on your field is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's field, choose one. Pay up to 1 of your opponent's characters with 2 or less, or return up to 1 of your characters with 4 or less to their hand. Cool. Cool. He's Vingsmoke. We still haven't got a Sanji or a Zoro, though. Alright, next pack. Another Das Parade. But here we go. We got a Monkey D. Garp. Going like a double hammer fist. When attacking, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, opponent cannot activate blocker during this battle. Oh, here we go. Korashiru from Frost Moon Village. I did mention we were going to possibly get this. This is the village Zoro grew up in. On play, except one of your slash attribute characters that cost 4 or less as active, then you cannot attack a leader during this turn. That's cool. I also like when they start adding like the slash or the different types, because they've been there since the beginning of the game. There's very few cards that really have that. Alright, we have that guy. We have him. We have another stage. We have Thriller Bark. When did that island get there? Activate main 1. You may rest the stage. If your leader has a Thriller Bark pirate type, play up to 1 Thriller Bark pirates character that cost 2 or less from your trash rested. They like to discard themselves or get KO'd effects. So that's actually not a bad thing at all. We have that one. Uncommons, we have Ikaros Moch, another Fishman. If your leader's Fishman pirates, play up to 1 Fishman type character with 4 or less from your hand. Add 1 card from the top of your life to your hand. So these Fishmen like to let you play a lot of extra cards quicker, but at the cost of your life. So it's like they're trying to overwhelm you, but it's going to be a detriment if you don't win because you have less life. Another Diagero, another Uta, unfortunately. I don't mind her, just if I'm going to get duplicate leaders. I'd rather get all the leaders first. Our first rare is another Vingsmoke Niji, so this isn't the best pack. But then we got an Absalom from Thriller Bark. On play, return 2 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Pay up to 1 character the cost of 2 or less. Cool. And you can KO your own cards too. That was a thing you can do. Alright, we have Gyro from the Gyro Pirates. No idea about this guy. Rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters at a cost of 3 or less. Another Count Battler. Another Arizo. Kingdom of Germa. Shark Arrows. Now we're starting to get our duplicates. I'm sure we're still missing some, but we're getting closer to having a lot of them. Inu Arashi from the Minx, Line of Whale, and the Akizawa 9. When attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand to up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to or less than the number of your opponent's life cards. Kumesi from the Thriller Bark Pirates. During your turn, character gains 1,000 power for every 5 cards in your trash. You can get very powerful. Plus, these are 2 or less, and have a lot of effects that do that. We have our other leader. We have Deco Moria. 7 Lords of Sea and Thriller Bark Pirates. When attacking, pay 2. You may trash 1 card from your hand. Trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. And play up to 1 Thriller Bark Pirate with a cost of 4 or less from your trash. Very, very awesome. Our first rare then is a Vingsmoke Ichigi, which we've seen before. And then we have a Tashigi. On play, the top 5 cards from your deck reveal 1 navy other than her added to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Yes, I did think, early on, I thought, okay, green was going to be, Zoro stuff, and blue was going to be Sanji stuff, and we might get one of them. It looks more like we probably won't, because blue obviously looks like it's going to be navy. Green has been Fishman, so maybe we're just going to have a couple of cards that just reference them or work with them for their deck. And that might be the extent of it. Alright, we're going to get some new ones here. We have Dosun, another Fishman. If your leader has the new Fishman type, this character cannot be KO'd in battle and then gains 2,000 power to start your next turn. Then add 1 card from the top of your life deck to your hand. Vingsmoke Niji, so there's another, him out of his costume, and then we had... Where was it? Back 1 pack. Yeah, and then we had him in his costume. So it's kind of cool. So we're getting probably like 2 of each of them. So we're not getting as many different characters, but we're getting these neat combos. Don -1, you may trash this character. If your leader has Germa 66, play up to 1 Vein Smoke Nishi. They cost a 5 from your hand or trash. So basically, as long as your leader has that effect, or that number, or Germa 66 type, I guess. Yeah, basically, these guys do is you play the cheap versions, and then they're allowing you to trash these characters to summon the higher level ones. So it's kind of pretty cool. You have to have them in your hand or your trash already. We've seen him. We've had Vinsmoke Ichi already. Meteor Strike of Love. Ooh, another stage. That's cool. The Arc Maxim for Sky Island. You may rest this card and one of your NL cards, all of your opponent's characters, tail all of your opponent's characters at a cost of 2 or less. That's cool. We got 3 stages. Kiguro, much. Our first uncommon is Guild Tesoro from film, and Granny Tessero? Not sure how you pronounce that. -1 if your leader has film type after 2 film type characters at a cost of 4 or less from your trash to your hand. Neat, so we're getting some extra stuff there. Our red, we have another Revolutionary R, we have Imperial Ivankov. Top 3 cards of your deck and play up to 1 Revolutionary Army type with 5,000 power or less, and place the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. So yeah, we have, so far it looks like, blue is just, black has pretty much just been Thriller Bark. Purple has been either the Germa stuff, either Vinsmoke stuff or the film Germa. Red has been Revolutionary Army, a couple of those, and film as well. But blue, I think, has just been Navy. And green, other than the Frostmoon Village guy, has only been Fishmen. Couple different types of Fishmen. I'm not including the special Sanji ones. I think I have a couple of the different Sanji and Zoro ones that mix in there a little bit differently. Alright, our first rare is Kiko Juno, so then yellow has been Sky Island and Land of Wano. On KO, you may, if your opponent has 3 or less life, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life cards. And then we got a super rare. Aramaki from the Navy. Definitely cool. Blocker. Activate once per turn, you may trash 1 card from your hand and place 1 character at the cost of 2 or less to the bottom of the owner's deck. Character gains 3,000 power during this turn. Awesome. Alright, we're going to do 2 more packs, and we'll end this video, and we'll come back. I'll have counts of kind of where we're sitting at, and we'll see where we're going from there. So, Cerberus. Aisa from the Sky Island. Look at up to 1 card from the top of yours or your opponent's life cards and place it at the bottom or top. This could work very well if someone's stacking their deck. Count Battler, Renju, Total Woman's Tears, Koseke. If your leader has Germa 66 and the number of Don cards is at least 2 less than the number of your opponent's, gains blocker. Another Germa, another Shiki, another Billionfold World. Our uncommon is we also have a Sai from Dressrosa and the Hapasu Army. If your leader has Dressrosa type and is active, this character gains 2,000 power. Interesting. And we have another Gravity Blade. And we have an Alt Art card. Another Aramaki, but this is the Alt Art version. Definitely different artwork. Super foil. You know, it's to see by the super rare down there corner. Has a little star by it. That's funny that we just pulled that one. And we had the other one right before it, right? But that's pretty cool. So like I said, you usually get one super rare, one secret rare. So maybe I'll pull a secret rare in one of these packs as well. Not necessarily guaranteed. It's better odds when you buy a full sealed booster box versus just packs at the store. But yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It also means by buying packs, I could have potential of getting a lot more. Just depending on how they lined up. Schneider from the film and the Mugiwara Chase. Todikake. Ooh. Eldoro Argo from the film and Eldoro Argo crew. Another Genbo, another Ratchet, Meteor Strike, Shark Arrows. In some uncommons, we have Kuzan. On play, draw 2 cards, place 2 cards from your hand at the bottom of your deck in any order. Another Vinsmoke Sora. Our rares, we have Zephyr Navy. Interesting that he has it after him. -1, negate the effects of up to one of your opponent's characters during this turn. If that character has 5,000 power less, KO it. So it is a film card, which makes sense for purple, but I don't know how many Navy cards we have in a different color other than blue and black. It doesn't happen very often. And then we have one last rare card. We have You're the One Who Should Disappear from NL. You may trash 1 card from your hand up to one of your leaders or characters that cost of gain 3,000 power during this battle. Trigger, if you have 0 life cards, you may add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life, then trash 1 card from your hand. That's kind of cool. So if this is like your last card, it can basically save you. Alright, so that is what we have for part 1 of the Wings of the Captain. So we got a couple of Zoro cards, a couple of Sanji, more Sanji-related cards if you talk about the Vinsmoke family. But outside of that, not as much. Just a few things. Because you get like Zeph, and we got his ability. So we got Zoro, we got his mentor, and like a couple of his attacks. But yeah, some definitely neat stuff in there. Some new clans, pirate groups and stuff like that are always fun. Got some new leaders. Another Uta, I think that might be like the 3rd Uta leader, so it's okay. At least if it's going to be double colored, at least it lets that film spread across a couple more different things. Because that also covers more than one arc, really, because they're not doing like just one film, it's encompassing all the different films. Yeah, so it's definitely cool. Yeah, so come back, check out part 2. I will have tallied up our commons, uncommons, rares, see how many we're missing, and we'll go from there. And we still got, I think, 11 packs to go. Alright, see you guys then. Bye.